Number 137, YouTube Live Yoga Routine. Take off my sandals. Not my sandals, my slippers. Ships. Ships are sandals. Okay, today, before the yoga routine, I want to share a quote or a verse from the Bible in order to continue with the concept that I mentioned yesterday, which was from Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. That was yesterday. Today is going to be verse 7. So, summed up, verse 6 of Philippians chapter 4 is just stating to be in constant communication with God. And be in this constant communication with God with a thankful heart. Constantly, in every situation. That's that verse summed up. And when you're in this constant communication with God, verse 7 states, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Meaning, when you're in constant communication with God in every situation with a thankful heart, you will obtain the peace of God. You will be in the presence of God. You will be in the presence of God's peace. And you will make decisions that you wouldn't make otherwise without being in this constant communication with God. You would make different decisions, which is the part that means transcends all understanding. And when you have this peace of God, it guards your hearts and your minds. Of course, if you're a Christian, you have this belief by having the belief in Christ Jesus, which the verse is about. This is a Christian verse. I'm not a Christian, but I understand the essence of the verse. And as a non-Christian, and if you're not a Christian, you can take the essence of a Christian verse and understand it and apply it to yourself. And that's what we're going to do today on the yoga mat. So if you're a Christian, you just listen to your scripture. And you tap into the presence of God during the yoga routine. And just tap into that presence and that peace of God. If you're a non-Christian, which is okay, right? I'm not a Christian. Even if you're an atheist, the energy of peace exists for everyone. And that's what we're doing on the yoga mat. You can do it as a Christian. You can do it as a Muslim. You can do it however you want to do it. But just get into the mindset of peace. And on the yoga mat, we're doing that by focusing solely on the breathing, watching our thoughts, then realizing that we're not our thoughts. And then in a yoga pose, for example, we're going to learn that we're not going to judge it. We're letting go of judgment. We're going to learn to let go. We're going to learn to accept where we are. We're going to learn to let go of control. And all those so-called barriers that prevent the mind and body from becoming one. So you have the mind here, for example, and the body's here. And these barriers of judgment, not letting go, trying to be somewhere, will prevent the mind and body from becoming one. They can't become one. But in yoga, you get rid of all those barriers and boom, your mind and body becomes one, which essentially taps into the existence of all oneness, capital O, that we're all one. So with that said, we're going to begin the yoga routine. Put my phone up, throw it down too hard. There's a little chair there that I put everything on. Clocks here, lights here, some pads here. That's not helping with the sound. I thought it would help So today we're going to do a routine that I designed, hopefully, to tap into the mindset of easiness. So we begin in mountain pose, just to center ourselves, to gain the mindset of becoming like a mountain, connected to the earth, one with the earth, firm like a mountain. All mindset, everything I do in yoga is to gain a specific mindset of positivity. And then we're going to go into 2 sun salutations. The first sun salutation is going to have variations in it, and they're going to be so-called difficult. And I say so-called difficult because if you're doing yoga, you go into your level, then it's not going to be difficult, or it shouldn't be. But they are going to be longer, and they're going to be different than the second sun salutation. And the second sun salutation is the sun salutation that I hope gains the mindset of easiness, because it's going to be a standard sun salutation. So the first one is difficult, so-called difficult, longer, and then you go into the second one and you do the standard one, which is easier, and then you feel like, man, this is easy. Grab that mindset and then apply that mindset in the so-called real world where you feel like things are easy. It's all a mindset of acceptance. If you accept and you're open throughout the day, things will feel easier. It's all in how you interpret the world. So if you feel like, hey, life is going to be easy today, you're going to interpret things as easy. They're going to come and you're going to be like, easy. You either accept it or you don't. But if you don't have that mindset and something comes in, you're going to take it in, you're like, well, this is so. But if you have an easy mindset, you're going to be like, nothing to it. Acceptance, openness, not trying to control. Now, that doesn't mean you take negativity. You know, somebody's negative to you or being negative to you. You don't just take it. Oh, I accept it. Just be negative. That doesn't mean that. That means you analyze it, you check it out, whatever, and just move on with your life. Same with situations. Situations may seem negative. You analyze it, check it out, whatever. So let's go into mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed. No tension in the arms or the shoulders. You just focus on the breathing. Now, focusing on the breathing is extremely important, because that is the link that allows the mind and body to become one. It's the link because when you focus solely on the breathing, you don't have judgment. You're not trying to be somewhere, and it just heightens your awareness of what's going on in the body. So you're aware of what's being stretched. You're aware of how the body's moving. You're aware of maybe a so-called issue in your shoulder or your back or your knee. But if you're focused on the breathing 100%, you're just aware of those things. You are not those things, those so-called negative things. It's a mindset, all a mindset. So palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. It's the first stretch, so go nice and easy. And then you're going to hinge forward. As you hinge forward, you're going down slowly. And then you're just going to fall into the ragdoll. The ragdoll, the arms are dangling. The head is dangling, so no tension in the neck. You're just accepting where you are. Focusing 100% on the breathing. Letting go of judgment. Letting go of trying to be somewhere in the pose. Just let your body fall where it falls and accept it. Let go and just accept it. And focus 100% on the breathing. All a mindset, all an important mindset. Letting go of control. Accepting, not trying to be somewhere, just being in the present moment. Palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're going to arch the back, raise the head. Inhale as much as you can. And you're going to exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in, push all the air out. So you pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going to the knees. You're going to arch the back, raise the head. Inhale as much as you can. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. Exhale, all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. 2 more. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. Exhale, all the air out. Last one. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. The palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back. Knees to the floor. Hips are pushing forward diagonally, making sure the front knee is not over the toes. Back is straight or arched. If the back is straight, you're reaching out. If it's arched, you're doing a scoop. So the hip bones are pushing forward diagonally, back is arching, head is going up and back. And you're just feeling opened. Once you're settled in the pose, you accept where you are, and then you just feel opened. Openness is a mindset. We're gaining this mindset of feeling opened. And then you take that mindset off the yoga mat, and you feel opened throughout the day, open to new ideas, open to new thinking, open to new adventures, just feeling open. You're aware of what's going on. You're accepting all one mindset, but I'm just splitting it up with openness, awareness, just to try to make it make more sense. Which that didn't even make sense of how I said that. So you're going to go to the monkey. So the back foot, toes curl under in the back, knee stays to the floor. You're going to bring yourself up. As you go up, you're going to have the front foot line up with the right shoulder. I couldn't think of what shoulder I was on. And then the knee lines up with the left shoulder. So the shoulders are square, and you're reaching up. As you reach up, keep the fingers as wide as you can. The arms can go parallel or out. You can look up, you can look forward. Whatever you do, just make sure the fingers are wide, and you're reaching up, and you're just focused on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Now in this pose, if you're wobbling a little bit, can't speak this morning. I never can speak, but I can speak better than this usually. So if you're wobbling, just accept that you're wobbling. It's okay. Doesn't matter. That's where you are. Just like when I mess up on my words all the time. Doesn't matter. I mess up on my words. That comes from Miss Harvey, my speech teacher in elementary school. She taught me how to mess up on my words. And reach up a little bit more. Just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. It heightens your awareness. It lets you know that maybe you're wobbling, but you're not the wobble. It lets you know what's going on. Maybe you're feeling the pressure on the knee and the floor. It's okay. It's going to go away. Now palms go down to the front. High lunge. Now with the high lunge, toes curl under in the back, knees straight, legs straight as you can get it. Back is straight or arched. For me, I'm arching, even though it doesn't look like it, but I'm trying to arch. And I just accept where I am. And you're feeling opened, accepting where you are. If it's too much, just go back into the low lunge with the knee to the floor. And just do the best you can. You're going to focus on the breathing. You'll listen to the body. So you're like, man, This is too much. I need to go down. Go down. Listen to yourself. Learn to be your own guru. Learn to listen to yourself. Not to others. You take in what others say. You talk it over, like the quote was saying, with God, or you talk it over with yourself. If you're an atheist, you talk it over with yourself. Doesn't matter. It's self-talk. Learning to listen to yourself. That's what's important. Now we're going to do the pigeon. So right foot goes over to the left side. There's a foot down from the hand. So 12 inches down from the palm. Hip bones are square, and you're going to fall on top of the leg. And you're just accepting where you go. In this pose, you're not pushing down, you're not pulling down, you're not trying to get somewhere. You just let go and let the body fall where the body falls. And you're just focused on the breathing, accepting where you are. And you're going to bring yourself up. As you bring yourself up, palms are to the floor, arms are straight, and you're doing a scoop. So the hip bones are pushing forward, back is arching, head is going up. You are pushing into this pose, but you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and just focus on the breathing and feel opened. You are opened. Now, you're going to go to the high lunge, but to get there, first you're going to bring yourself out of the stretch. You don't want to go right to the lunge. You want to get yourself out of the stretch. So go down, get the foot in the back, toes curl on there, and get the right foot up between the hands as best as you can, as great as you can. As great as you can, it doesn't make sense. Then you're going to settle here just for a few seconds, transition pose, and then move into the downward dog. Now with the downward dog, you are pushing into this pose. Arms are straight, legs are straight, heels towards the floor, tailbones to the ceiling. I'm just fixing my shirt. No tension in the neck. So although you're pushing, you're relaxed. You're pushing, but you're relaxed. So the head is dangling, no tension in the neck. And just focus on the breathing. Now, while you're in this pose, if you feel like, man, I need to bring myself out of it a little bit, listen to yourself and bring yourself out of it a little bit. And if you feel like, man, I can go a little bit further, just because you commit to it doesn't mean you can't go a little bit further into it when you feel like it. Or it doesn't mean you don't bring yourself out of it. You listen to your body. Very important. Now, this is a mindset you take off the yoga mat. You're learning to listen to yourself. You're your own leader, your own guru. Now you're going to go down to hands and knees, down to your elbows, palms together for the dolphin. You're going to push yourself up and back just like the downward dog, just like we were doing. And you're pushing the palms together as hard as you can. So push them together, space out the shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades are pushing to the sides of the mat. No tension in the neck still. Push, push. If you feel like, man, I can't push, don't listen to me, listen to yourself. Okay, then don't push. I'm just telling you what pose to go into. I'm just telling you, hey, maybe you can. Push a little bit more into it. And then go ahead and release. Back to hands and knees. Back to downward dog. And the downward dog should feel easier now. You just focus on the breathing. Push a little bit more if you can, if you want. Even if your body can do it and you feel mentally like, man, I don't feel like doing it, sometimes you listen to that. Might be telling you something. Now you slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and chest. You slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Palms are to the floor. If this is too much, you go to hands and knees, cow, arch the back, or you do the small cobra to your belly. Chest is off the floor. Palms are touching the floor, but they're not pushing up. Or you just do the upper dog. Gotta fix my shirt again. Shirt keeps on messing up. Judging my shirt. Shouldn't judge my shirt. It's my shirt. Let it be a shirt. And then back to downward dog. Pushing into it. Really push into it now. Arms are straight. Get the arms straight if you can. Legs are straight. Tailbones go to the ceiling. Heels towards the floor. Head is relaxed. Neck is relaxed. Let the head dangle. Push a little bit more if you can. And then bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight or arched. And make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up some. If the back is straight, you're reaching out. If the back is arched, you're scooping. Hip bones are going forward diagonally. Back is arching, head is up. And you're just focused on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Again, that heightens your awareness. Lets you feel the stretch, maybe in the quad. Or you feel something in your lower back. Or you have an issue with your shoulder. Like me, I have an issue with my shoulder. I think I hurt my shoulder the other day lifting weights. I'm aware of it, but I'm not my issue. I'm not my issue. That is a mindset. You're learning to be aware of what we would call an issue or a problem, but we are not our problems. We're aware of them, just like we're not our thinking. We're aware of our thinking. We're the watcher of our thinking. Now for the monkey, curl the toes under in the back, and you're going to bring yourself up. Square up the shoulders. Front foot lines into the left shoulder, knee lines up with the right shoulder. And you're going to reach up. So you reach up as high as you can. Fingers are wide as you can. Fingers are wide as you can get them. Man, messing up on my words today. I usually mess up, but not this bad. And if you like, you can bring the arms out. They can be parallel. You can look forward. You can look up. The vulnerability of live videos. So I made yoga videos before, and so-called professional ones for the class that I teach online. And a lot of times you can cut that stuff out. Not here, not her, not her. Now reach up a little bit more. If you're wobbling, it's okay. You're focused on the breathing, aware that you're wobbling, but you're not the wobble. The Weeble wobbles. They don't fall down. That's a commercial when I was a kid. Weeble wobbles. I had Weeble wobbles. Now you're going to go bring the hands to the front of the mat. High lunge. Settle here. So knee goes up. Leg as straight as you can get it. Focused on the breathing. My leg is shaking today. I don't know why it's shaking. Sometimes it shakes. It's not hard to do. It's just shaking. It's my position. So I'm shaking. I'm not the shake. I'm not the shake. There's something going on. Probably stress. So now you're going to bring the left foot over to the right side for the pigeon. So foot down from the hand. You're going to fall on top of the leg. Hip bones are square. You're going straight down. You're not pulling yourself down, pushing yourself down. You're just accepting where you are and let the body fall where the body falls. Oh, I just thought about I do have a problem with my right lower back. It's actually from my spine. I have a pinched nerve in my spine. Shoots down my right leg. Maybe that's why my leg was shaking. But it doesn't shake. I don't know why it was shaking. Interesting. No one cares. Nobody's watching the videos anyway. I know. I'm aware. Doesn't matter. It does matter. I mean, then you bring yourself up. I'm going to the next pose. So palms to the floor, arms straight, back is arched. Hip bones are pushing forward diagonally, back is arching, head is going up, and you're feeling open. What I was saying is, it does matter. Of course, I would like people to watch the videos. I'd like to have 1 million subscribers. I only got 60. Just got a new subscriber the other day. It's 59. It was at 59 subscribers for like 2 months. And I saw somebody liked, subscribed. I was like, whoa, yay! I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say I was happy. I was happy. Feeling open. Now you're going to bring your left foot up between the hands. High lunge. You're just going to settle here for a second or two. Just as a transition pose. I don't know why my leg is shaking. I don't know. Then standing forward bend. Now with the standing forward bend, palms are to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're pulling yourself in and down. Very important pose because it's the mindset of being able to be aware of subtleness. So in this pose, the subtleness is the belly and the movement of the body. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air and pushes you out of the pose slightly. When you exhale, the belly goes in and you go back into the pose. You're aware of that subtle movement. So you're learning to be aware of subtleness. And you take that mindset off the yoga mat and apply it in the so-called real world, and you're aware of subtleness that's happening throughout the day. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale, turn the palms out, push your down and out. And then the second sun salutation, standard sun salutation. Inhale, exhale, tap into the mindset of easiness. Feel like it's easy now. Standing forward bend. We're not going to do these poses long. Left leg is back. Low lunge, opening up. Feel easy. Getting the mindset of easiness. And then downward dog, pushing into it. Upward dog. Feeling open. It's all easy now. You're just flowing. Downward dog. Left foot is up between the hands. Low lunge. Feeling open. Feel like it's easy. Because it is easy. And then standing forward bend. Even if it's feeling hard, you're like, man, it's feeling hard. That's judgment. Then exhale. Turn the palms out. Then go back to mountain pose. Now, mountain pose, feet are shoulder width apart. Bring the toes up. Toes are wide as you can get them. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted. No tension in the arms or the shoulders. Then you're going to lengthen up. Then line up the bones where the skeleton is just standing, as if you were just your skeleton. No tension anywhere. The skeleton is just standing. As if you were just your skeleton. Stand up the skeleton. Man, I cannot speak. Stand up the skeleton. Everyone's going to look different. Now you're going to watch yourself breathe. So you're going to focus on the belly. Your focus goes to the belly. As you inhale, the belly swells with air. As you exhale, the belly goes in. You're watching that, or you bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Now it's natural to watch the breathing and then start controlling it. You don't want to control it. When you realize you're doing that, let go. Just watch it. You're already breathing automatically, so just watch it. And then what will happen, you'll start to think about other things. Then when you realize you're thinking about other things, like me, I'm thinking, hey, why can't I speak sometimes? Hey, the reason I can't speak is because blah, blah, blah. When you realize you're thinking about other things, don't judge your thoughts. Just stop. Bring your focus back to the breathing. It's a process. You'll continue to start to think about other things, and you bring it back to the breathing. Then you'll think about other things, then you bring it back to the breathing. And eventually, you'll stop thinking about other things, and you'll just focus on the breathing. And then you realize you're not your thoughts. You're the thing that is watching your thoughts. You are the watcher. And then ultimately, why that's important is that when you realize you're not your thoughts, and you can control your thoughts in the so-called real world, and create positive thoughts, gaining a positive mindset, readjusting your thoughts, letting go of negative thoughts, and having a so-called positive day, positive next day, a positive week, so on and so forth. So we're just going to stay here a little bit longer, so just watch yourself breathe. Bring the palms together. Namaste. That's it. So that's number 137 YouTube Live yoga routine. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.